Big Fat Simulations here, playing Airport Madness 3D Volume 2. Today, I'm going to try a challenge. I don't know if you've ever noticed this little button down here at the bottom right, but there's 10 different challenges you can try, and this is exclusive to Volume 2. I'm going to bring this to Volume 1 just as soon as I have some time. As you can see here, I've got a nice little progress badge going at the top right here. So far, I have achieved nothing. That's okay. I'll see if I can change that now. I'm going to play a challenge called Drink from the Fire Hose, Hong Kong. 100 planes, 0 crashes. Can you manage traffic at rate 10? Probably not. Let's give it a try. As always, I only do it in one take. If I mess up, well, that's why it was a short video. So my usual routine here is to send everybody on the left side of the terminal to runway 07. I should first of all introduce you to Hong Kong. Welcome to Hong Kong. It's not an airport I play a whole lot of, but that's my routine. So I've got to work pretty hard here to stay alive, so if I stopped, excuse me, the noise is just way too much. Oh, that is much better. That noise was just killing me. How can I talk? How can I even hear myself think, let alone control air traffic with that? Look at this. Looking at my radar here, I can see I neglected to taxi one aircraft. I'm just going to give them the runway assignment directly from the radar screen here by clicking on the target rather than clicking on the aircraft itself. Okay, so here we go, landing some planes. Landing some planes. It's always a slow plane being chased by a faster one, so there's a lot of management of the sky in Airport Madness. In real life, if you're working at a major international like Hong Kong's airport, there's going to be another controller setting you up. They're going to be spacing out the arrivals so that airplanes aren't running each other over on final approach. But here in Airport Madness, we don't have such luxury. We have to deal with everything. And sometimes, and in this particular challenge, sometimes you actually have to get creative. Like, for example, you might have too many airplanes landing on one runway, and you might have to actually start assigning different runways. So far, this little fire hose challenge has been kind of boring. I mean, there's nothing really going on. But give me a few minutes here, and things are going to start to cook. Hong Kong Airport, it's like running two airports, really. I've got the right side and the left side, and they both seem to act independent of one another. All right, let's see here. Can I get an airplane out? Probably not. I've just got too much coming in. These departures, they're going to have to just queue up and wait. That's just how it is. As a real-world controller, I've gotten used to this mode where you just allow airplanes to sometimes wait. There's not a whole lot you can do. There's always a lot of internal pressure on an air traffic controller to get everybody moving and be the big hero. And you have to resist that, because if you try too hard to be the big hero, you're going to wind up being wind up looking pretty bad if you make a little mistake. So anyway, I better just save my breath, because I have the feeling I have a mistake in my immediate future in this game here. All right, here comes an A380 on the right side. That's my favorite paint job ever. Have I got time to get a departure out in between these two arrivals? Probably not. How's my little apron looking here? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Somebody's ready for taxi. It's very important to get airplanes taxiing immediately. By design, Airport Madness has a shortage of gates, and sometimes that can be a big problem. Sometimes you get traffic jams. Now, I've played this game about 10,000 hours, and you do anything for 10,000 hours, and you actually get kind of good at it. And so I move traffic quickly enough that I don't really experience too many traffic jams, but I do get emails from people saying, hey, I've got a traffic jam on the main apron. There's nothing I can do about it. The planes are absolutely stuck. And I've added a few features to unstick aircraft, and in the future I'm going to add a feature to actually delete an airplane. If there's an airplane that's being the big problem child, then you'll have the option to just get rid of it. If only that were an option in real life, but sadly, no. Okay, the left side of the airport looks pretty quiet right now, so let's get some airplanes moving here. Believe it or not, this is actually my second take of this video. I played so atrociously this afternoon. I just decided, forget it. I'm not publishing that. All right, how's my runway looking here? I've got this Airbus about to exit, so right about now I can give a takeoff clearance. Of course, in real life, we would wait until the runway was clear before giving a takeoff assignment, but in Airport Madness, anything goes. As long as airplanes don't trade paint, then you're doing great. Okay. It's quite the mix of paint jobs in Airport Madness 3D. Here's a really old paint job, and then you get some really bizarre paint jobs. And my plan in the near future is to add real-world libraries to Airport Madness 3D 1 and 2. No, it's not Airport Madness Pro, but it's a step in that direction. Boy, Airport Madness Pro. There's a thought. I've put so much work into the Airport Madness Pro concept, and it is to be this game that involves lots of reality. You've got an airport that's has ice and snow and delays and airplanes that have to de-ice in time to make their takeoff float time, and if they miss that, then they can't take off and they can't go back to the gate because that's been given away to another airline. So you're at an airport that's an underfunded mess and continuously in a state of emergency, and that's what I want for Airport Madness Pro. But unfortunately, it's just a coding nightmare, and it's doable, but it's going to have to be done by someone that's got more time than me, and that will be me, just as soon as I can kind of make it work with the old life, which sort of gets in the way of my fun sometimes. But that's okay. I have time for Airport Madness 3D, and I'm having fun. Having fun making videos, having fun tweaking the game and adding features and fixing bugs. And it's really great getting emails from all of you guys and gals out there. I love getting ideas. Sometimes I'll get an email and someone has written me a novel, an absolute novel, or they have all kinds of ideas for how, oops, what have I done? Oh, what have I done? This isn't going too well. I clicked the wrong button, yes. I got clumsy fingers sometimes. I feel like I got a real mess going on here on Final Approach. What's going on here? Dash 8 followed by an even slower F-27 followed by a faster Boeing 787. Yeah, this is going to be tight as anything. Faster, expedite off. Yeah, this is not too terribly cool. Give them a takeoff clearance, get them taxiing. How am I doing here? I don't normally run it this tight, folks. Normally I have a little more space, but this is a fire hose challenge, and I'm just trying to stay alive until I've moved 100 airplanes. How am I doing here? Oh, probation level 1. That's great. I've just gone up in rank. All right. 62 planes left. I got to keep these airplanes moving. And look at this. Look at this traffic jam here. This is all because I have planes ready for taxi, and I'm doing nothing about it. Now this is the traffic jam that people complain about. Airplanes can't get off the runway because they can't get to a gate because airplanes haven't left the gates, and sometimes it's a mad mess. There's no point in me trying to clear this plane for takeoff right now because there's a bottleneck going on at the end of the runway. This is so like the real world of air traffic control, believe it or not, where you just run yourself out of room, and there's just no way to manage anything properly. Sometimes people just have to get used to waiting, which is why I don't travel in the winter. I've just seen too much. I know too much. Traveling in the winter can suck at times, especially if it decides to start snowing and you're trying to get somewhere at Christmas time and you are stuck in some airport. I've seen planes, trains, and automobiles enough times to know better than to travel in the winter. Look at this. This is a complete and utter mess. Okay, here's some planes that are ready for taxi. So I have no excuse for why they were sitting there. I'm just busy chatting. Maybe if I spent a little less time talking about myself and a little more time controlling airplanes, that wouldn't happen. But, oh well. This airplane is just stuck there for a while. I don't see how I can get them going until this clears itself up magically. You know what I want to do? This is the last arrival to 7 right for a few minutes. I'm going to take this airplane and send them to 7 left. There's no problem on 7 left, but 7 right's all choked up. So let's fix that right now. Yeah, we need to sort this out. Okay, ready for taxi. Ready for taxi. Ready for taxi. Okay. I'm going to line this airplane up because it is my intention to get a few of these 7 right departures moving. What is going on here? Oh, this is not looking good. This is a little a tad unrealistic. You know what? I think I have to pull somebody up. Go around. It's just too darn tight. I did try. That just wasn't meant to happen. So I'm going to just let them run on runway heading for a couple miles before I turn them around and bring them back. Oh, let's bring them back. Land aircraft on 7 left. Oh, look at that. Why would he go right? Why right? Huh. Maybe I can tweak that. Tweak my code a little bit and make it so that that doesn't happen. Okay, we're open for departures on 7 right. Let's get things happening. Clear to immediate takeoff. Everybody's clear to immediate takeoff all at once. That's how I roll. Okay, now I've got a bit of a jam up here. If you take a look at my radar, look at what's going on here. This is insanity. I think I'm going to extend this aircraft's approach by a couple miles. Yeah, that's not looking very good at all. How am I doing here? 44 planes left. I'm doing okay. I still haven't had a crash. Okay. How's my little traffic jam going here? It's notorious in Airport Madness, the Hong Kong traffic jam here on the right side. Problem is when I go in and I tweak the code, I make a change here, I shift something over there, I get emails saying, "What did you do? Everything was perfect and then you wrecked it." So I have to be really careful. Every time I move something to the left, there's people that complain it should be moved more to the right. Nature of the business. Okay, that's not healthy. Leaving an airplane lined up on the runway. Let's get them rolling. Oh, look at this. Oh no. I think I've done it to myself here. This airplane can't get off the runway and I've got one rolling. Do I have an abort takeoff feature? I do. Abort, go around, go around. Send them for a new runway real quick. Get them turning. Okay, they had to abort. There was nothing I could do. Look at this. What a mess. You know what's really embarrassing is that I do believe I said 5 minutes ago that I was really, really good at this game. Well, that's just embarrassing. Oh, well. So I've got quite the collection of departures and not a whole lot of places I can put them. I remember the problem with Hong Kong now is all of this mess. The secret is to just get your airplanes taxiing for departure immediately. Otherwise, they queue up on the runway and your departures can't get out. Talk about airport indigestion. Okay, how are we looking here at the end? I'm just going to tell this airplane to keep their speed up. I want to get some departures moving here very badly. All right, let's get a departure going here. Let's fire them all off. See if we can make this happen. I do like to bring back my overshoots if I have to overshoot somebody. The game will let you just tell someone to pull up and go around, and they will vanish. They will just head towards China and never to be thought of again. Oh, this isn't good. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Slow down. Yeah, I'm just a little overwhelmed here. Okay, let's send them for 7 left. Let's get some planes taxiing here. Am I about to have a crash at the end? Nope. 33 planes left to go here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, looks like 7 right is open for takeoffs, so let's get some planes moving here. So whatever happened with these two, okay. That's a little tight. I don't normally launch a Mad Dog MD-80 right behind a Dash 8. All right, things are finally starting to flow. I feel like something's shifted here. All of a sudden, things are starting to work. Usually right after I say something like that, I have a big crash. So this is the point where I pay very close attention. Okay, let's get these two moving. There's always something that you can be doing in air traffic control. There's an old saying, when an air traffic control session is going incredibly well for you, keep looking around. You've obviously forgotten something. You know, it's the funny thing about Airport Madness. It's so obviously fake, and yet, as a real world controller, I can say that there are so many things that are accurate about it, in kind of a comical sense, like airplanes landing on crossing runways and forgetting about that one arrival that just wasn't supposed to be there, but it was, and then kaboom. 13 planes to go. I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm not going to be popping the champagne just yet. I have 13 planes left. I got a bunch coming in. These departures can just sit there and rot. I got 5 arrivals coming in, and I may as well just bring them all in. However, have I got room for them all to exit? Am I going to have a jammed up runway? You know what? I think I'm going to make a mess here if I'm not careful. So I'm actually going to break a couple of these airplanes off for the right side. Just send these both to the right side. And that way I get a departure hole for all these 7 lefts. And what can I do here? What can be done? What can I possibly do here? How about this? Clear for takeoff. Expedite off. Reduce to final approach speed. Let's see how that works for me, huh? Get some departures going here. I will say this, and this isn't me tooting my own horn, but this particular challenge is not easy. Perhaps I'm making it look easy. It is not easy. You gotta take a few stabs at it before you have success. How's my exit looking? Pretty good? Okay, good. We're not really jamming up too badly. I'm gonna get some departures going. Toot sweet. Let's get them going. How are we doing? 4 airplanes left. I just have to move 4 airplanes, and then I've successfully completed this challenge. All right. That was a good move, getting those airplanes moved over from the left side to the right side. Slow this arrival down. Hey, I did it. I did it. Yes. Ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, now I wish I hadn't turned the volume down. You would have heard the ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I completed my shift. I completed the Hong Kong fire hose challenge. Yeah, I moved 100 airplanes. It'd be really cool if I could somehow share this. I don't know. I mean, it's not a high score that I could be sharing, but maybe I could be somehow posting on some kind of a community page that I did it. Look at this. Progress badge. 9 to go. And I got the fire hose challenge for Hong Kong lit up there in gold. So just 9 more, and then I get the full badge. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching me play, and I look forward to playing for you again real soon. If you haven't done so already, head on down to the website, pick up a copy for yourself, or just grab it off the App Store for Android or iOS. You have a great Christmas. Happy holidays.